Good morning. I had a whole panic this morning because I could not find this camera anywhere. And I panicked because I had so much footage on this camera that I didn't include in last week's vlog because the vlog already was like more than 30 minutes. And it's just, I'm trying to be able to bring my vlogs down to around 20 minutes because I feel like my 30 to 40 minute vlogs are so long and I just chat so much like I'm doing right now. But my sister and I are starting back at the podcast, so we're gonna have lots of places to yap. I could do it all there, so at least I won't be over talking in every single video. I could just show more, which I know is one of the biggest pieces of advice that you guys have been leaving, is instead of like talking through my day, to actually just show what I get up to. So hopefully I do a pretty good job of that in this vlog. Like when I watch back my old vlogs, I could see why I was able to do that so much better, because so many more people were willing to be on camera back in the day. So I could just like vlog what I was doing with whoever I was with because they were like super keen on being on camera. Whereas nowadays, a lot of people, like they don't mind, but then it's awkward if I'm just vlogging everything. I feel like because I've been doing this for 10 years, I know when to take out the camera and when not to. In a real life setting, like obviously it's more entertaining for you guys if I'm constantly pulling out the camera and filming everything I'm doing, but I wanna be aware, like my real life interactions and not be uncomfortable. And I've had issues in the past where people tell me that like, all you do is pull out your camera. I feel like all you do when you're with me is pull out your camera. And like, I don't mind being on camera, but I also want to spend time with you off camera. And so that's a huge reason as to why I pulled back a lot, because I wanted to be able to be present in the moment with people. I just haven't found like the perfect balance yet, because being a mom now, my life is so much busier and I'm constantly with my kids, and I don't really want to film my kids all the time. Like that's just not, like if they're in the background or whatever, I don't really care, but the purpose of my content isn't my children. So when I'm with them, I'm not vlogging as much unless we're doing something to the house, or I don't know, you know, you'll see them in the background sometimes, but I'm gonna get there, okay? My goal is by the summertime to have found the balance, because I have a lot of fun things coming up. So I'm gonna try to figure out how to do it where even if it's just me and I'm taking you along the mundane, boring tasks, you get to still see what I'm doing versus me just chatting about it, because that's what the podcast will be for. Anyways, Kyla's coming over. Oh my gosh, I have like no time left on this SD card. My sister's coming over. We're gonna be recording the first 2 episodes today, so stay tuned for that. Tell Me Sis podcast coming back, video format and audio, so you'll be able to either watch us or listen. Okay, one thing Dan actually realized with the floor over here, the walls that he took down, he lifted up this carpet and there's real hardwood underneath. So we are thinking that there's actual hardwood under all of these, probably up until the bathroom portion, which might be tile. And then I have a feeling this is gonna be like the rest of the home of the extension, which is just the plywood on top. But that would be super sweet if this hallway was just all the original hardwood. Nothing better than that. I'm actually obsessed with the floors and the thinner planks. I love it. I'm gonna keep it like this. Hi, honey. Obviously we have some wear and tear, but downstairs is a lot more yellow than up here. I just do think eventually over time we are going to sand and stain all the floors. The great thing about real hardwood is that you can sand them and stain them so many times, and I love that. So I am gonna be keeping this type of plank throughout the rest of the extension home as well. I don't love the thicker ones. I know that's like super in style, but I actually love the look and charm of the thinner planks. To me, it just goes with the vibe of this house so much more. Dan said he sees that there's hardwood here.
This was cut and then this was added. This is a new frame, but this was cut maybe to fit the planks. I'm not sure.
But is there hardwood on
this? Is new, and this, it looks like it. If I break it, it looks like, I'd have to look under here though.
Exciting. Yeah? It's hardwood?
Yeah.
Amazing.
It's the same plank.
Easy. So I got Missy over here while Dan is making the wall, right? Correct? Yes. Cool. Guys, there's just something so attractive about your partner being able to make things.
level.
That looks so cool.
I don't think it's up here.
And then what, you just put the drywall?
Yeah, well I need to go in about a ½ inch to leave room for drywall. But I need to make sure it's level too, so I'll do that.
It's gonna look so good! Okay, don't mind this. This is gonna be put away, but here's the update on the wall. Dan put in the drywall. It looks great. We just essentially have to plaster and then paint, which luckily the old owners left us all of the paint for all the walls. So we have this exact paint that we'll just plaster and then paint this whole wall. I still think we're gonna do an arch here. So that is kind of like one of the next projects we're gonna be working on. We've never done it before. And I'm wondering if it would look odd with this being square. Like, I don't know. We'll have to see because we would probably arch these two. Then I fear it might look funny with this, but I also, maybe that is something we can add on. Anyways, this is like a near future project. But if you come into the room, we just put a bookshelf here right now until we patch this whole thing up. I didn't want any kids like running into it or doing anything like that. So this is the situation. And then next up is the room downstairs, which we will head into. All right, we're getting started. Dan is getting started, I should say we. Actually crazy how much it's snowing.
So we're gonna run a track of wire.
Yeah.
Then I'll come down here and then I'll go straight across and then I'm gonna cut out like a, I don't know, like an 8 by 8 inch box. And
Is that how big it is?
Well, I just want room to like hide wires and stuff. Like I'll
Okay.
just cut like a box and I'll put a new plug in. Like I have this with this.
Okay.
Then when it comes time to wallpaper and all that, I can just take a strip of drywall with excess paper on the side so it hangs over. And then just plaster that on, and we don't need to paint it because we're putting wallpaper adhesive.
Right.
So it can just be white plaster that we can sand smooth.
Yeah.
And then we put wallpaper on top of it.
Okay.
So it'll be ugly for a little bit because we're gonna just have a cutout strip with exposed wire. But
What about the molding?
well, I have to cut through this little bit unless you want wire on top of it.
No.
But it's so small. I can buy a piece and put
Yeah.
it. I can
Yeah.
fill it in with putty. Like it doesn't really matter. You're not really gonna see it.
We're gonna have curtains there also.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
I could put a piece of like scrap wood on top and make it look kind of the same, and then we just put a bunch of paint so it's more smooth.
Yeah, we'll
Doesn't
see.
matter. So it's taking me a little bit longer than anticipated just because I unfortunately hit a stud all the way up. So not only do I have to cut through drywall, which takes 2 seconds, I have to cut through the wood. It just takes a little bit longer, but we're getting there. And once I get to the top there, across, I'm not gonna be hitting a stud the whole way. I'll probably hit stud every 16 inches, but I should be good all the way through. This camera just loves to go blurry. What the heck? Once I get all the way through here and I come down, I should be okay, and then I'll cut across to finish the plug. So it looks like behind the drywall is that old wood paneling.
Are you gonna be able to fit wire there?
Yeah, it'll be fine. First I want to wire the plug, make sure the plug works. Then I want to open the TV and see what the best way to hang it is. I know there's multiple options.
Okay.
So I can either cut out a big square, hide everything in there.
Yeah.
Or just cut out enough to put a plug. I'm going to see what our option is.
Okay, you're covered in like drywall dust.
Do I have like a lines?
No, just your hair is so white.
Excuse me, Mommy?
Yes, honey?
I need to flip that over.
Sure.
So basically what I'm going to do is run more wire and connect to this power source and follow the track that I built to put a new outlet there. So it's basically like the same outlet. It's on the same circuit breaker. It's just instead of the plug being down here, it'll be up there behind the TV so that I can hang the frame TV right up there.
I don't know if I gave you guys a full little breakdown of this room yet, but we got the frame TV up. I actually just got the first round of mood board from Megan. So this photo is the photo that is just so beautiful. Like this wallpaper is everything. I also like love the greens in it. We're gonna do a mix from the Nancy Meyers vibe / the aesthetic, the dark study. Not too dark, by adding the wallpaper is gonna do so much to this room. And then the couch that we're gonna have in here, I'm so excited for. And then lots of browns, lots of color in different ways. The big rug. I think I might still put the jute rug on top of a vintage rug to add dimension. A friend of mine suggested that and I thought that was a great idea. Still don't know what we're gonna do at this part of the room yet, like with these chairs. If I had 2 of these chairs, I would keep them because I feel like this suits the vibe of the room. This one not so much, but we only have 1. So I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do with 2 chairs over here, and then all the decor will be different because I feel like this decor doesn't suit the aesthetic of what I'm going for with this room. We're going to plaster that up before we put the wallpaper. I just need to get everything measured and then we'll be good to go. This couch will be going into the like dip down green living room. Then the big green couch will be here. These beautiful paintings will be hung elsewhere just because I feel like it'll be too much with the wallpaper. Switch out this light for a different one and then add a circular molding that I think will go really well with the rest of the moldings in the house. This credenza was left by the previous owners. It's beautiful, we just don't like the finishing of it. So either gonna try to see what we could do about that, like a DIY project, but we just think it might be too much that we might actually sell it and find a different one. But I do like the idea of having some kind of a hutch in this room. I think it'll look so beautiful, especially with the wood that we have here already. Little issue, we didn't realize that the snowstorm would actually kind of block our driveway and the snowplow has yet to come to clear the driveway. We're assuming because they're gonna wait until a little bit later in the day so they don't have to do it consistently throughout the day since it's just coming down like crazy. So Dan's car is actually on the street and all the drywall and everything is in the car and it's just way too much snow to trek through to bring in all the drywall pieces. So he's gonna wait a little bit, then probably shovel a path and do that. But in the meantime, I'm gonna make myself a salad because it is 11:30 and I'm hungry. So I usually have like the same type of variation of salad every day because it's just so good. I get this like good leaf stuff. This is the sweet and spicy mix. I like it. It has these little sprouts as well and just different kind of leaves. I love a good crunch. Step 1, bowl. Step 2, I'm gonna use the rest of it because it's gonna go bad soon. Some of the pieces are quite big, so I just like to rip it up. Like this is so big. Yummy. Some leftover chicken, like that. Just some like rotisserie chicken. I feel like it's just my boobs in this frame. Sorry guys. Feeling like bell pepper. This one was cut up yesterday or this morning for the soup, so I'm just going to cut up the rest into small pieces and add it in there. I always leave scraps for the dogs. Sometimes I will add dates or candied pecans and pumpkin seeds. I'm gonna go get those. Some oven roasted pumpkin seeds. I've always made my own dressing, but I recently got this at the local grocery store and it's so good. I love it. French one. It's so good. Oh, I also always have to add cheese. I am a cheese girly through and through. Some sharp cheddar. First bite. Sometimes I'll add, like I said, dates, I'll add apples, mix it up, and it's like my favorite salad right now. I'll eat this whole thing. It's so good. Drink my water. Probably have a protein drink later too. I just try to up my protein as much as I can throughout the day. I'm meeting up with my friend. We're gonna go for lunch. If you've followed me on Instagram or YouTube since like the beginning, my friend Kat Bell, She's also was a bridesmaid at my wedding. She's one of my good friends. We like started this social media thing kind of together at the same time, and we still like talk, and it's harder to see each other because we live literally like on opposite ends of Montreal, so it's tough. But when we do like find time to get together, it's so much fun. It's like no time has passed, and I love friendships like that because it just makes you feel like there's been no time. But there has, because you catch up on so much, but it's like you just get together as if it's like any other day, and it's so much fun. So, and then I have to come back home and I have some editing I need to do, get started on dinner. It's kind of like what the plan is today, which is really nice to have like a more slow day where I can like do stuff for myself. I feel like the past 3 weeks specifically, I have really not done much for myself. So yesterday I got my workout in. Today I don't even know if I'll have time to go for a run, but I'm sure I could do like a 20-minute Pilates thing in my basement or something. I don't know. But I'm gonna listen to my podcast right now. It is really cold. Oh my gosh, I was not expecting this. Yeah, just because it's all self-funded, so we just want to be realistic and smart financially with how we do this, ensure that we are profitable. I do agree with my sister. I think it would be nice to have two, but that's why we're going into fall, I think going into the second launch, we have a better idea of what they're going to be looking for. I love that. You're based out of New York, right? Yeah. We're in Montreal, so like 5 hours north. We could drive down. It's not New York. It's not New York. I'm not sure if you could tell how much it's snowing outside. There is just so much snow. Maybe you'll be able to see better here if I go through this. I don't know. Oh, there. Now you can see the snow. It's just been nonstop all night and morning. Oh, I don't think I showed you. I put up a bunch of these mixed tiles of photos we took in Mexico. I thought they were so cute. So this is like our little Mexico wall. Go play in the snow. Go have fun. Cutie. He's a snow puppy. So handsome. Where's Boo? Oh, there's the old man. Oh my gosh, you guys. I just sat here recording this whole unboxing and I wasn't even recording. But I wanted to show you that I got this package in from L'Atelier du Mila. It's a company here in Quebec, a small company. This is company name. And I got this really beautiful blanket that has bears and geese on it. And then I got this super cute quilted changing mat with this beautiful pattern on it. And then inside it's pink. And then this little briefcase is like a newborn box. So you can gift it to your friends. Inside it comes with this little sign that says welcome to the world. It's in French and you can fill out the information, a binky clip, and then in here you have another really cute blanket with sheep on it, another pink blankie, and then this is the cutest part, handmade rattle and a little handmade bunny. How cute is this, the sleeping one? And her name is Leia. It's just like a decorative bunny, but we have so many bunnies in Rue's room, so I felt like this would be cute. So I think I'm gonna take a cute little photo to tag them on Instagram since they're a small business here in, I don't know if they're Montreal based or if they're just Quebec. Or maybe they're France. Maybe if they're from France. I never know with French companies because I get a lot of French brands reaching out to me if they know I'm from Quebec, but then I don't know if they're from France or if they're from my province. Oh, it says mon petit ange, my little angel. It's actually wild and something I didn't realize until I had a second kid, how easy it seems with one kid. Like, I thought it was really hard, but now that we have two, when we just have one baby with us, we're like, oh my gosh, it's so easy and so much less chaotic. And I can only imagine the chaos the more kids you add. So for those of you that have a lot of children, I can't even imagine the energy that's put into that. It's like, it's wild. Started to make some soup for this evening. Oh my gosh. Chicken veggie soup. We're gonna add some beans as well. The smell, I wish you guys could smell how good this is. And this is a little update on the situation on this room. So we have this over here. I'm probably gonna add the gallery wall here eventually. I'm undecided. I don't know what I'm gonna do. How are the roads?
Fine, at least with our car.
Yeah? It's not too bad? Not too much snow?
No, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of snow, but some of it's plowed.
These baby hairs. That's diabolical. I realized in this vlog how little I left the house. It has just been so cold and so snowy. I've had zero motivation to leave my house. What the fuck was that? Oh, I think Dan is scraping snow off the roof. I am counting down the days until the weather gets warmer. February is like the worst month for the cold, but I see the light at the end of the tunnel. And honestly, I don't mind that much because my house is so comfortable. It's so big now, I don't feel claustrophobic. There's so many projects that we are working on. I reached out to that company for the wallpaper to get a sense of like how to order it so I can do it properly, since it's just like above the moldings. That wallpaper is going to take a few weeks to come in. So that room is not going to be finished anytime soon because ordering furniture and wallpaper takes a long time. And like I said, this restoring, renovating process is not something that we're doing quick. It is going to be a long time coming, but we have a lot of plans and I'm excited to share them with you. But I'm more excited for the weather to get warmer so I can actually enjoy my backyard. We have a pool. I'm so excited. I've never had a pool and I can't wait. I think I did a pretty good job today, even though I didn't leave the house much, of showing you like what we're up to versus just talking the whole entire time. So you let me know. And then also, I think I did a good job on like the time frame. I kept it at 20 minutes, around that time. That's my goal. Oh, last thing, I promise. If you've made it this far, thank you. I asked on Instagram what day of the week, or if I should do weekdays or weekends, and most of you, if you did vote on that, voted weekdays. So I'm thinking Fridays. Fridays I'll upload my vlog. Or if you think the beginning of the week is better, you let me know when you watch YouTube videos. But yeah, love you guys. Bye.